another way for you to do this.
Exactly.
Let's look at another opportunity.
Yes.
And then it starts opening your mind
Yes.
to that actually I've been looking at all this wrong. People advising or telling me what I can do. You have to have money to make money. Sometimes you have to understand how to make money to make money.
Hello, Maybel.
Hi, Vanessa.
It's so nice to have you here.
Thank you. Lovely to be here.
So today I would like to just, have a catching up with you and see how things are and what you have come across and what you've learned.
Okay.
So let's go back to when we first met at the time. You really liked the idea about property.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, and you're still very passionate about it.
Very, very passionate.
Excellent.
Yes.
So tell me at the time, what makes you consider joining the program?
So I guess I've been working with my Camden Council for a while now, and I just find that 9 to 5 way of working for someone and continuously going in and it's a repetitive thing just wasn't helping me build progress much in my career. And I wanted something that could be a bit more challenging, something that could be a bit more lucrative, and something that I could do and have my own time, and also involve my children in it.
Children, yeah?
Yes.
So you have quite a few, and I have quite a few.
Yes.
Quite good in common.
Yes.
So I remember you come across to us in a franchise show, isn't it?
Yes, correct.
That was the first one that we have actually. It's the first time we attended, so we didn't know who's going to come in, who's going to join in. So you come across to our stand, and what makes you feel that we are different from anyone else? Or
So I think, as you said, there was a lot of stands that day, and
many companies.
Many companies, many ways of doing things, many ways of bringing in money.
Yeah.
I think what stood out for me here was I didn't think it just involved the money I had or what I had to bring forward. A lot of the time when I approached the store, I had to already have had a certain amount of money, a certain amount of very large money
I'm with you
to
now.
be able to begin. I had to have been able to have a certain lifestyle to be able to get in, or know certain things to be able to move forward with where they were.
Okay.
And originally, believe it or not, I didn't actually even go into this believing I could do property. I went into it thinking I was going to go down the care line and open a care.
Okay.
So it's just funny because when I thought of property, no matter how much I wanted it and wanted to be involved, I just didn't believe
You didn't think you got the money.
I didn't think I would ever. And every stall I went to, because even though I was going for care, I was attending the property ones, and everyone I'll go to, there was just no opportunity.
I see. That's quite funny, because you're looking for something that you think that's what you're looking for because of you feel that you're not deserve to go to the property, but your heart and somehow the universe draw you into the property because that's your destiny.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I think for me, even after meeting you and the team, and I thought, oh, this is interesting. I'm not sure if I can.
If you're able to.
I'm not sure if it's ever going to work. And then we had a conversation.
Yes.
And from that conversation, I was sold within a minute. And I think like with anything, I've spoken to many people over the years. I've tried many ways of doing things. And I think for someone to approach you, and it's not about the money you have. Okay, if you're telling me you don't have money, let's find another way for you to do this.
Exactly.
Let's look at another opportunity.
Yes.
What can I give you to help you get where you need to get? And all of a sudden, the dynamics of conversations, your thinking, how things can be done, automatically changes for you. And then it starts opening your mind.
Yes. You kind of like having a breakthrough.
That actually, I've been looking at all this wrong. And actually, people advising or telling me what I can do, that's not the end.
Exactly.
It's not you have to have money to make money. Sometimes you have to understand how to make money.
Exactly. To create a condition in order to move forward.
That.
Lovely. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So then you decided pretty quickly that you're going to go ahead and share the experience, how you feel like.
So when I decided that I was going to go ahead, I was really up for it, ready to learn, ready to get in, ready to take in everything and learn everything as quickly as possible. But unfortunately, like having 7 kids, and at the time I was also moving houses and
working full time,
40 hours a week as well.
Yeah,
it was difficult to find the time, and I think my biggest drawback in this whole situation is time.
Yeah, time management.
Time is very tough, because once I finish my job, it's like 6 o'clock, and then I've got 7 kids, and you know the youngest 3 are 2, 3, and 4, so they're really, really young. So it just means that finding that time to myself to be able to go out and search for my locations and find an area took a lot longer than it probably should have, you know. And but we did get there in the end.
Saying that, I know how demanding your job is.
Yeah,
that is unbelievable. I've seen people being busy in the job. Yours is extremely demanding.
Yeah, it is.
It's full on.
Yeah.
And you still have the headspace to look at something else as alternative. I really, really respect you for that.
Oh, thank you, Vanessa.
Yeah. So the breakthrough then, from where you feel you realize you don't have time, and you feel that you're slowing, until recently you pick up again. You make some really good progress again.
Yeah.
So
in the beginning, I thought. To be fair, finding my location was a struggle. I think when you don't understand how to do something, thinking you're just going to go in and do it once and achieve is not the mindset to have. So every step back that I had, whether I went, I looked and I did it wrong and had to come back, I embraced that rather than looking at it as a failure. I had to embrace it. Okay, I did it wrong, try again. And then I just went back and hit it again, went back and hit it again, went back and hit it again. And eventually, after a few tries, I got there and it started making more sense. I became a lot more relatable to it. I took it in, I just did it more confident, more
because
able.
You follow the process.
Yes.
You understand why we do the way that we
Correct.
do it.
Yeah.
You saw the figure real,
yes,
because you collect the data yourself.
Collected the data myself.
And you can then now see if you have got a property in that location,
yes,
what money you can make.
Correct.
And that's not my data, it's your data.
Correct. Yeah.
And that builds the confidence.
That builds the confidence.
And that's the confidence driving you now.
Correct. So after I reached that stage, what was left was for me to start viewing properties. No, I went down and looked at the area that I had chosen and decided this was definitely my location. And then what was left was for me to start doing viewings. I hit a brick wall with my situation because I was moving houses and there was a lot of issues with the property. And on top of that, I was also still working full time. So I had to take a few months out to just sort myself and the family out. And then about a month ago, I started back. One session reviewed again, I was back on track. And within that day, I had probably done about 10 bookings.
Oh, fantastic.
And that week, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this because I finish work every day, Monday to Friday at 6. Yeah. Saturday is the children's ballets, gymnastics, this, that, you don't have time. Sunday is Sunday, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And I had to just change my mindset. And I remember I was in my children's school, and I was talking to one of the parents and she was telling me she's got like 3 or 4 jobs. She finished a daytime job, she starts a nighttime job. She's like, I've got to get through it and I have to find a way through. If this is what you're saying you want, you got to find a way through it.
Exactly.
So then I set myself up. I finished work at 6. I tried to start an hour earlier, finish at 5. Give myself that hour to reach my location and then start my viewings. Bang, 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 one after the other. And for the first 2 weeks, I think I viewed between 15 and 25 properties.
That's how I did mine. Do you know? That's how I did mine when I was working at university. Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, 6 o'clock to 6:30, filling all in. And the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, 15-25 property in 1 week.
That's exactly what I was doing as well. Yeah, I'm not going to pretend it's been easy because it's been a struggle. But again, when you can see what you can gain at the end, you've got to put in the hard work. 2 weeks ago, I made a statement to myself and my children that I'm giving myself a year to become a millionaire. And that's my goal. And, you know, to have that focus, speak it out loud, make sure I'm speaking it out loud, making sure my kids are aware I'm speaking out loud, motivates me just that little bit more. So, you know, yes, maybe I'm not getting to bed at 8 o'clock, you know, where I can have a full night's sleep. Instead, maybe I'm getting to bed 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
Exactly.
But
you
that
got
2 hours less.
You got something to work towards.
I've got something to work towards.
And the goal is crystal clear.
Exactly.
Excellent. I remember when I first started property investing, I tell myself I want to buy 20 houses in 1 year.
Wow.
And without knowing what sort of time and effort to put in, I bought 18 in 2 years.
Wow.
So I was a failure, but comparing to a lot of people who bought no houses, or 18 houses in 10 years, I bought 18 houses in 2 years. My goal was 21 year. But having goal you cannot achieve. But having goal to motivate you to achieving even half of it. I'm really delighted that you're here to share your story. Now, what do you say to the people who are thinking about it? I know a lot of people like yourself looking for something, going around to exhibitions, events, comparing one to another, thinking I maybe can do property but I don't have money. What do you say to the people who are thinking about it?
I think what I would say is that no matter who you are, where you are, what your circumstances, there's always a way. I think a lot of the time with people, especially females, is the lack of self-belief, meaning, you know, our lives are so busy continuously, we get drawn into that a lot, and instead of we look at what we can do, we intend to focus on what we're doing. And I think for me, it's about stepping outside the box. You know, I'm the kind of person, I never let anyone in terms of I bath my kids, I do the school runs, I do the meals, I keep my husband happy, I do, you know what I mean? There's no room, there's no room for anyone else. There's no room for anyone else.
The Wonder Woman.
The Wonder Woman. But the truth is, if I was making enough money, would I really need to do all the cooking? No. I could probably hire someone.
Or take away, or, you know,
put them my children in after school club, get, you know, sometimes nannies. Sometimes we're in a situation we're in because we don't think past our situation, because we are coping just about. And I think sometimes it's not focusing on the fact that we're actually doing it and we're fine. It's trying to be better than that, or trying to add to that and make your life easier. I've had to fight a lot for my beliefs. You know, I know a lot of people like me grow up, you're told you can't, you'll never achieve, you know, you'll never get into uni and all of this, and
which is really sad because it's the wrong way of education.
100%.
And I remember when we first met that you said that I actually, you know, I might need to raise money. And then you did raise money, and share that moment of, you know, what we did, and you were like, oh, Vanessa, I've done it, you know.
So I came thinking that to join the franchise, I would have to put my own money into it. And I just remember having the conversation and going to Vanessa, I'm gonna, you know, come up with the money and put it in. And she was like, okay, how's your credit? And I was like, I've got great credit. She's like, so why do you got excellent credit? And Vanessa was like, why do you feel the need to put money, your hard-earned money in it when there's another way? And I was like, because I don't know that there's another way.
You didn't. You were very shocked to hear that you don't need to use your money.
I couldn't believe it. And then Vanessa spoke me through how to get a loan or raise capital, and within a few hours,
within less than a week, that you get everything ready.
Within a few hours, I had understood it, started making that application. Within a week, money's in, good to go. My money stayed in my pocket.
Exactly. So that's the first win, isn't it? That win was even before you joined in.
Correct.
So when you have a first win, break through your mindset, completely change the way you see money,
100%.
And then lead to the next thing, you know, the next thing and the next thing. How soon can we get the deal done? How soon do you think we could?
I'm hoping in the next few weeks.
I think you'll get it done.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah.
I think there's a few questions I think I need to ask, and a few, like a conversation maybe I think will be good to get the group's input. But I think once I've overcome those hurdles, and I think maybe a lot of it is my own, and that confidence in how to approach people, because I think for me, my biggest thing is maybe approaching people. And I remember you used the word, sometimes you feel like you're not necessarily telling the truth, but it's understanding that I'm not lying or being confident in what I'm saying.
It's about creating the win-win.
Yes.
I think for you, you get stuck in terms of what am I doing here and how can we get the deal?
Yeah.
Well, we are here creating a win-win solution for the landlord, for the operator, for the client.
I think that's what I'm missing.
And you need to add value in everybody that you come across in the whole time, whether or not they're agent, landlord, or whoever. You are creating the win-win for everybody by providing your service that can solve their problem. When you come from that angle, you're win-win every single time.
I think that's what I'm missing.
Instead of thinking what you do and how you do
it,
you have to come from solving other people by adding value. What you know. The more you know, the more problem you can solve. The more you can move forward.
I definitely think it's just a learning process, and when you're meeting maybe 3-4 people a day, maybe 10 people a week, a lot of people say a lot of different things, a lot of people have different expectations, the way they do things. It can get difficult, but I think through that practice, like when I first began, even having a conversation was very difficult for me, and I was very
it's
just very one word.
It's so unfamiliar.
Very. And then as time went on, the confidence grew, conversations began, people started liking me, and not to say I expect not to be liked, but they were intrigued and wanting to know more.
Yes.
And I think that in itself even scared me. Oh, someone's listening to me. Even that in itself got quite scary to me. And I think it's about overcoming that fear that I can't or I shouldn't. And understanding I can, and done correctly, I will.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I'm working on.
Wow. What a journey. Yeah. I'm so delighted again, Maybel, to have you here. And I can't wait. I can't wait to hear the biggest news. And I really look forward to help you to achieve the goal, and I think together we can do it.
Amazing. Thank you.
And for the one who's listening, I hope that Maybel's story and inspire you, and I look forward to work with you as well. Together, then we can do it.
100%. And it's doable. I think that's the key, is actually understanding that this is doable. Yeah, a lot of work, a lot of patience, but it's doable. If it's what you really want, then you can't fail at it.
It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, it's a matter of time. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you again, and I look forward to hear the good news for the next step.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
I hope you found today's video useful. I would like to personally invite you to join me on the one-day masterclass where I can share with you how to avoid the costly mistakes in your journey and how you can start and scale your property business with our corporate-led model. Places are limited. I look forward to speak to you very soon.